Chuck Perricone, former Speaker of the House, and a couple of things strike me about this conference. One is the energy, the depth and breadth of the membership, and of course the presentation by Brooks Patterson. What can you say? The man always delivers, and that county is second to none. We could all learn a lot from him. Thank you.
Very good.
Dr. K.B. Stallworth, President and CEO of the Energy Group. The breakfast this morning is absolutely outstanding. The only thing that I think could be better is if we had it 4 times a year instead of 1. Certainly in thanks of the keynote speaker today, I think it was very good that the county executive made a commitment to continue to reach out specifically to the Hispanic community as it relates to investment, both domestically and foreign, and in its foreign trade missions. The other thing that I think is very important that we continue to do is advocate for expansion of R&D that will allow our companies that are in the manufacturing area to move into new service areas related to the IT economy. But once again, congratulations on a great breakfast, and I look forward to coming back next year.
I'm Jorge Chiria, Director of the Center for Latino and Latin American Studies at Wayne State University. I am pleased to be here at the Public Policy Breakfast, sponsored by the Michigan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. My favorite part was the Power Network component. It lasted for a really good amount of time. I had a chance to reconnect with some people that I know of and meet new people. What I learned out of the program is the value of long-term planning. Planning for the long term and keeping an optimistic view of the future, thinking about what the future lies ahead and try to prepare for it.
Hi, I'm Yvette Rivas-Diamond. I'm an attorney in Oakland County. I came from Texas via Chicago to Michigan, so now I'm a Midwesterner. The event was a really great opportunity to get to meet people both from the private sector and the business areas and all of the different automotive suppliers, banking, financial institutions, staffing, all wide range of small businesses, and also a lot of people in the Hispanic community that work for some of the agencies. And it was interesting to talk to different people, and there's a lot of common concerns, both in the private and the public sector, that can be joined together by meeting at events like this, where we can talk about the issues that are of concern to everyone in the community and see how we can work together from the business sector to the communities and try to improve the lives of Hispanic people, improve the lives of everyone else in the community, to have discourse and to talk about these issues that are of concern to us. One of the things that L. Brooks Patterson was very inspiring. Noted is, he had to give up his car. This financial situation that we're all in. His speech, basically, the core of it is that we're all in it together. We all have to tighten our belts and get fit, which was a major point of his speech also. Get fit, get healthy. And the point of being healthy is not just in your body, but also healthy financially as well. Because if everybody's healthy, then everything is better for the community and everyone's lives. So that's kind of a subtle message in there, but it's definitely a positive one that everyone here could probably take home and use in their business life and their personal life as well.
Armando Ojeda, Executive Director, Michigan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Jennifer Nielsen, Business Development Manager at the Michigan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
The 8th Annual Public Policy Breakfast was carried out today. L. Brooks Patterson, the Oakland County Executive, was the keynote speaker. The feedback that we received is really quite interesting in the sense that people came together, and we had a lot of the Latino thought leaders here, both from the community standpoint, from the business standpoint, from the political standpoint. So many of those folks didn't really know each other, but had an opportunity to begin interacting. The other piece was, and this was commented by one of the folks who is very active in Wayne County, and what they said was, they were very surprised at, one, the number of Oakland County people, the number of Latinos from Oakland County that were here in this room, and also that L. Brooks Patterson reached out to the Latino community and offered 2 positions on the Business Development Board. And so that was a big and unexpected outreach from Oakland County to come and participate in an economic development environment that is frankly flourishing. And so, even though we have a concentration of the Latino population in Wayne County, we don't necessarily get that either from the city of Detroit or Wayne County itself.
I think one of our members has already touched on it, but I think one of the underlying messages that everyone can take home from today is to be not only be thoughtful about staying fit personally, but staying fit as a business. And that's something that the Chamber intends to carry out in the products and services that we're offering our members. So stay tuned for updates from the Chamber on how you can get involved as a member in those opportunities.
Well, there's an entirely different strategy that is being developed by the Chamber. We are known for being in the automotive industry and being suppliers primarily. And so we are now starting to do much more of an outreach to the smaller businesses, the non-automotive businesses, those service businesses that, Latinos are out there. They have those businesses, but they're not part of an organization like ours. And so we think it's important for us to embrace them, to do an outreach with them, to help them not only develop their businesses, but also to give them access to a lot of new customers and to engage them in a way that helps their businesses grow and to give, some visibility and critical mass, to the Latino business community. The Michigan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce annual golf outing, we've had it now for 21 years, is one of the largest of its kind, whether it's Hispanic or not. We're going to have play over 3 championship golf courses. It's sponsored by DTE and Bank of America, and we have always, the automotive companies and their Tier 1 suppliers participate. So the point of all of this is an opportunity for Hispanic entrepreneurs and others to take their customers out onto the course, spend an actual day socializing and talking, a combination of business and pleasure, and then coming together, for the contests, because we do have contests and we actually do give out cash prizes, the opportunity to compete for $1 million if they get a hole in one in the shootout. One of the winners walks away with $75 million is to be used for the purchase of a domestic vehicle. And so there's also cash prizes because we have a 50-50 raffle. But those are kind of the fun pieces. But more importantly, this is the opportunity to take your customers out. This is an opportunity to meet new customers because we try to be very strategic. We have buyers that are in foursomes, and we try to put Hispanic MBEs in those foursomes so that they can have an opportunity to talk to a buyer at length over 18 holes, which is an opportunity you would never get anywhere else. And that tends to firm up the relationship. It tends to give people entree. So the next time they make a call, it's not a cold call, it's a warm call. It's one where the relationship has been developed. And it's another step toward either new incremental business or brand new business if you haven't done this before. It's important for the Latino community to participate. To a very great extent, we are invisible to everybody. There's 436,000 of us, and people say, oh, I didn't know there were Hispanics in Michigan. And to the extent that they even know that there's Hispanics in Michigan, they operate from the stereotype of us being poor and illegal. And so it's important for people to come to events like this because we invite the spectrum of people, political leaders, civic leaders, business leaders of all types. And to the extent that they begin to know and interact with the Hispanic community, then they really understand who we really are. They engage us, they want to involve us, and that's really a critical piece for us to have not only a presence, but have a voice, have a point of view, and be able to advance our agenda. It's important for the Latino community to participate. To a very great extent, we are invisible to everybody. There's 436,000 of us, and people say, oh, I didn't know there were Hispanics in Michigan. And to the extent that they even know that there's Hispanics in Michigan, they operate from the stereotype of us being poor and illegal. And so it's important for people to come to events like this because we invite the spectrum of people, political leaders, civic leaders, business leaders of all types. And to the extent that they begin to know and interact with the Hispanic community, then they really understand who we really are. They engage us, they want to involve us, and that's really a critical piece for us to have not only a presence, but have a voice, have a point of view, and be able to advance our agenda.